Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here just under 49 cents. And you know, there's no real price movement happening. And frustration is building at the same time. But I still look at it like this. This is the time we continue to accumulate. You will thank yourself later when XRP finally takes off. I'm telling you, it is going to be epic once XRP starts to move. This comes from XRP Crypto Wolf. Ripple CTO David Schwartz compares Ethereum and SEC to China and Bitcoin. So what he's saying, what David is saying is that, remember when they used to say ban and then unban Bitcoin in China? He said that's how they used to manipulate the market. He's saying the SEC is doing the same thing because of their inconsistent regulatory approach. So it favors some players and not others inside the cryptocurrency market. And it's true. You know, Ripple went in, they were fully transparent with the SEC, ended up in a lawsuit. Shady dealings happened with Ethereum and the SEC, and they got a free pass. Same thing happened with FTX, and then look what happened later. FTX came crashing down. You know, Tether, if it was to crash out, could also play a very big factor in the price of ETH as well. ETH can crash down with Tether as well as Bitcoin. But you know, I look at it like this. Eventually, this market is going to change. Utility is going to be driving crypto at some point in the future. Everything is going to evolve around utility. When that time comes, Bitcoin and ETH will be irrelevant. That's the way I look at it. This comes from Smoke. Ripple does not plan on selling all of its XRP. They plan to retain 25% of their XRP to turn a profit and fund their own operations. The rest is distributed to incentivize the participation of market makers, gateways to utilize the protocol. As demand grows, the price will grow with it. And we knew all the way back in 2014 that Ripple always planned on holding on to 25% of all their XRP. That comes from 24 Hours Crypto. And you know, as we push ahead, we're going to see Ripple most likely have more acquisitions. They're also going to continue to incentivize builders to come and build on the XRP ledger as well. Ripple holding that 25% of all their XRP, I think that's a wise business choice. I think that's going to play in Ripple's favor into the future. And it most likely will play into our favor as well as Ripple continues to use that XRP to build out and grow at the same time. This also comes from Smoke. Ripple's customers, spoiler alert, none are retail. Ripple's income generating customers include financial institutions, corporates, exchanges, remittance service providers, central banks, blockchain developers. Ripple was not meant for retail. I honestly don't believe retail should have ever been able to hold XRP as well. But here we are holding XRP. And I'm telling you, if you hold this cryptocurrency long enough, you are going to get wealthy from it. Look at who Ripple works with. Big financial institutions. To those institutions, retail is nothing but noise. Financial institutions will buy XRP at any price if they need it for on-demand liquidity. They're going to be locking away XRP for the long term. You know, as retail sells, the institutions will be buying. Corporates, exchanges, remittance service providers, you know, even into the future, Remittances are still going to happen. People are still going to work outside of their home country and send money home to their family. Central banks, anytime you see a big announcement around a central bank, you could always link it back to Ripple somehow, some way. And if it's not Ripple, it's these other utility-driven cryptocurrencies like Stellar and XLM, XDC, HBAR is tied to CBDCs, Algorand. And that's going to continue to happen as we push into the digital age. That's why I always told you, it's so important to be holding use case and utility-driven cryptocurrencies. This comes from XRP Drops. It is absolutely impressive to see that the RippleNet plays a significant role in the various BRICS countries. The same applies to BRICS Plus. BRICS Pay countries are expected to be made in wholesale CBDC. SBI, Ripple, HSBC, Ripple, Onafrique in Africa, Ripple, Banco Brazil, Ripple. The list goes on and on. And this is the future right here. BRICS Pay, wholesale CBDC. In the middle would be a massive XRP liquidity pool that they would use to send money back and forth. All day long this would be happening. And it could be done as easy as using a mobile phone and a QR code. 3 billion people are ready to use BRICS Pay, 42% of the population of the world. That's how big this actually is. And it takes you back to this right here. This patent goes all the way back to 1991. This comes from Perry. Every time I see a payment rail bubble map, my mind always leads back to this. And it was always part of the plan. You know, Ripple was at the heart of all of this, even early on. The patents go all the way back to 1988. And guess who those patents are tied to? David Schwartz, who also can be seen as Satoshi, the creator of Bitcoin. This comes from Zoom. So you see, Zero Hedge says, SEC chair says markets should move to faster currency settlement. BBG, the currency also known as Bitcoin, fixes this. Bitcoin does not fix anything. Seriously, Bitcoin? Seriously? I sent $100 in Bitcoin like 2 weeks ago. It took me 48 minutes and costed me $3. I sent XRP. It took me literally the same amount of time as a blink of an eye and costed me way less than a penny. That's why XRP is the future and Bitcoin is not the future. This comes from Smoke. XRP Ledger can scale to trillions of transactions per second with the help of ILP and payment channels. This diagram below outlines how this works. And you see it right here. It's so simple. And people always thought that XRP that could not scale. It could scale to the trillions of transactions per second. You know, there's so many narratives that go around the retail space. And that's why retail will never be looked at by the financial institutions of the world as nothing but noise. And as people are selling their XRP, as retail is selling it, those institutions are going to be buying it. You do not want to sell too soon. And I'm going to use my own post here. So why do so many people doubt XRP could reach $1,000? 1. Non-belief. XRP never moves and no bank will use it. That's been one of the longest ongoing narratives inside the crypto space. People just don't think XRP can ever even break $1. Previous market cap and cycle will never change. Remember, you're always told it's not possible for XRP to reach any of these price points because of market cap. And look at those previous cycles. Look what happened there. Belief that 100 billion XRP is too much. I still think we're going to see scarcity. They will create their own system, so there's no need for XRP. But the banks do not create their own system. They rely on Ripple to create a system for them. Tech companies like Ripple. Ripple will always manipulate the price by selling. At some point, Ripple is no longer, even now, even if you look at it today, when Ripple dumps the 1 billion tokens, they end up buying it back. They end up locking it back. Let's put it that way. Soon after. And you know what? There's no real price movement. It literally moves by like a half a penny or a penny or two. Then all of a sudden, it comes right back up to where we were. We see it happen every single month. But the fact followers see XRP reaching 4 digits and beyond. And they look at these 5 narratives as FUD and bullshit. So who do you believe? The narratives or the facts? The choice is yours. Hopefully you make the right one before time runs out. And honestly, time is eventually going to run out on XRP. You will no longer be buying cheap XRP at some point in the future. And you're going to be waiting for someone to sell so you can buy it. That's what I see coming. And I still think BRICS is definitely going to utilize RippleNet and XRP. Even the countries wanting to join BRICS have Ripple rails already set up inside of them. I pointed out time and time again. I see a 4-digit XRP in the future. Now, I am not going to be the person that tells you, so just buy 1,000 XRP and stay patient, because then once it hits $1,000, you will become a millionaire. I'm going to be the guy telling you, continue to buy it while it's still cheap so you don't have any regrets later. Because anybody who's not buying at 49 cents is going to regret it later. Then I put a poll up, and this poll actually shocked me. So what will happen first? Before you answer, keep in mind a new financial system is coming soon. Bitcoin hits $1 million or XRP hits $589. And I was actually shocked by this because out of 145 votes at the time I'm making this video, 78.6% of people believe XRP will hit 589 before Bitcoin hits $1 million. Honestly, I'm going to give you my own opinion here. I don't think Bitcoin is ever going to hit $1 million. And the reason I say that is because the BIS, the IMF, the World Bank, the World Economic Forum, the central bankers of the world are telling you already that Bitcoin is not going to be part of the new financial system and it's going to become irrelevant. And you already see the narrative shifting in that direction. You see people already saying, you know, hey, look, Tether's about to crash out and take Bitcoin with it. People are already saying that they don't see Bitcoin as a money moving, so it doesn't solve the problem of moving money. It just doesn't. It's too outdated, it's too slow, and it's too expensive. Now, what fixes Bitcoin? XRP Ledger. Think of Bitcoin going in as Bitcoin, traveling through XRP, and coming out on the other side as, I don't know, the Chinese yuan or any other currency. It doesn't matter because XRP can move anything of value. But if XRP was used to move Bitcoin faster, XRP would be worth more than Bitcoin. You see what I'm saying? Is that right now, the retail mindset is that Bitcoin's always going to go up. It's always going to rise in value. But eventually that narrative is going to end. And the reason I put up this poll today is because I wanted to get the feeling of how people think of Bitcoin today. Because if I would have put this up, say, just a year ago, people would have definitely said Bitcoin hits $1 million first. Why? Because the halving was still coming. Because the talk was around BlackRock and the Bitcoin ETFs. But even in yesterday's video, I showed you, BlackRock is here for utility. They don't, that Bitcoin ETF to them was a stepping stone to get their customers into utility eventually. They are here for tokenization. They're here for custody. They're here for cross-border payments. That's why BlackRock is in this space. That's why they got in when they did. Because now time is running out. And any financial institution that's here now is already going to have the upper hand on any institutions that come into this space, even in the coming months. And I still think we're going to see mass adoption because of that. But you know, until it all happens, you got to stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.